Hey everybody, good morning. Here to check out another pool. And this is a really awesome property. Glad you could join us. It's late 50s, early 60s design, renovated in the late 90s, early 2000s, obviously with that brick and blue ceramic tile, 3x3. Checking out this fountain. Big problem right here is this crack. This property backs up to Buffalo Bayou, and it's got some voids under the deck. So that's why I was out here meeting a concrete contractor to take a look at that. But check this guy out. Plaster is almost gone. Expansion joint between the coping and the pool is long gone. But it's a pretty solid space. Looks really cool. No tile line for the divide on the shallow to deep end, and got these drains added in here for the fountain, which we've got some cool ideas for to do, but you can see that plaster is just completely shot. So all right, we'll look at the equipment. And as we head over to the equipment, I just love this property. These big trees, the classic architecture. This is an iconic area of Houston, and I've always just loved the way this stuff looks. So I can't wait to do some awesome design here. So that's pretty consistent. This, you can see, they've got a crack here in the shell. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's a crack in the shell right here, real fine. But that's why that water keeps bubbling up. And they've got maybe a few other, the seam is starting to go, it looks like. That might be from water running and then evaporating, leaving the calcium behind, or it might be seeping through there as well. But that is definitely a little minor crack. So this filter is done. It looks to be undersized for the pool as well. The valve is okay, but they're getting, still they're sitting at about 80 gallons a minute today. They were less yesterday. Here's those old filters again that we were talking about. I don't know if these are the old pool filters. There's no labels on them, but they look like old Miami filters, steel filters. They could be another manufacturer. But they look like they would be set up. That would be, well, maybe not, because that's got a 90 on it. So, yeah, I suppose I don't know how they would have been rinsed out. Now, thinking about it, I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit. If you guys know the manufacturer on these, put it in the comments. I'm wondering if it's not treating water from, because there's there end there, and this would be to send it up. I'm just wondering if it's not, so we're right above Spring Branch, which is one of the northern tributaries on Buffalo Bayou. We're just outside of downtown Houston, so I'm under the impression that maybe they were pulling water up and filtering it for landscaping. I don't know. This is an older property. Looking at it, like maybe late 50s, possibly early 60s, definitely not 70s. Just based on watching movies. No documentation. A little panel. Ground fault protection for the pump. No. There's a GFI. There's a switch for the fountain, switch for the pool pump. So, this is gonna be a cool little project, awesome little property. Really, I don't know, almost want to live here. Location's amazing. And so the question is, do they want to update this pool to look like it is from the 2020s, or do they want to make it a really good refurbish of a pool from the late 50s, early 60s? It could be really cool with some updated finishes, but like 60s styling. I mean, it's classic, right? So retro is always cool. And it would be really cool to see some finishes. Clearly was renovated in the late 90s, early 2000s. We saw that pump was from 98, the filters from 2007. So probably got some new equipment in the late 90s, early 2000s. And 3x3 blue ceramic glazed tile, standard pool tile, commercial pool tile, brick coping, all very standard for the late 90s and 2000s. I've seen this at hundreds of pools. Looks not bad. Tile line, depth markers need to be replaced. They were clearly done before 2004, because in 2004, I believe either 1999 or 2004 is when they started requiring that the feet and inches be in 4-inch letters. I know by 2004, but it could have been as early as 99. So this is a pre-2004 renovation, actually, which means they probably had the because you can see the tile line, the toast tile on the steps is a 2004 edition. So they probably got renovated again, like replaster. Obviously, it's not 20-year-old plaster, but it's 10-year-old. Easy. We'll ask them. But it's a cool pool. I'm really looking forward to this. And this fountain, I got some awesome ideas. And it's just, what do they want to do with it? Because, I mean, just if you're a designer, I mean, look at the aesthetic of the building and the scenery, dropping off to Buffalo Bayou. Just kind of, this is an iconic part of Houston. And this fountain could be very cool with the right design and implementation. So I'm really excited to do something cool there. That's it for me for the week. I'm headed home, grab dinner with the family. Son's in town from Fort Worth with his girlfriend. They're off living their post-college life. Actually, he's working on his master's, but they're home for the weekend, so we're gonna go grab a little Lenten dinner. We'll see you next week.